Joe, if any of you guys are live, Harry, Bernard LeChance, let's see, GPS Robo Minister Gordon, Dave, DJ Dave, or anybody in that faction, LREs, if you guys are still alive, if you guys keep doing this to people in the States or anywhere, basically, I'm going to give these people permission to just slam you guys to the ground even after I'm dead. Because it gets so fucking stupid. And I mean, it's so repetitive that you guys just make up a story and rely on a story and a name so you guys can move through to your immortality over there with your stolen blue. See, it looks like to me there were some plans that people wanted, and Harry had to change that up. And see, that's why we're probably sick and miserable, because those things didn't get to happen because you guys were too busy running and clicking and popping. So every time you guys do this to people out here in San Diego, Joe, or Florida or Detroit, wherever you guys move through to do this, I'm just going to give those cities, the cops, the military, the permission to fucking slam you guys to the ground. Because that environmentalist, terrorist, protest crap is getting on my nerves. See, you get it? Because every time you've done this, Joe, you haven't really succeeded. All you do is make my life miserable for your gain. To protect the DJ Dave. And so, like I said, you can say you proved it, Dave, with his crappy atheist Jehovah Witness theory. If you look, if you touch, or whatever. But that's not necessarily the case, Elton Don. That applies to you. Because we've done this and it gets nowhere. And basically it's a lot of you living in defiance of other people and other families. We're moving the world into a different direction, and you guys didn't like it, either because you didn't want to wait long enough for the project to finish, or you guys just, like he said, like the Robo Minister said, he just didn't like people, or he wants to make his little project up there or out here, back and forth. So if you guys didn't want to get sick, it's kind of just like, it's kind of about your attitude. And I know I haven't had the best attitude of all time or the cleanest record, but when people come together to try to make something happen, and your guys' jealousy, to try to force somebody in bed with you, Joe, or Stan, or whatever, to supposedly rewind or to infect people so you can claim to have cured them for your fame, to hopefully wash off what you had done, Dave or Joe, in the past. Doesn't work that way. Okay? You're better off just telling the truth to scientists and stuff so they can just take care of the problem. Because it looks like they're going to have cures for stuff in the future. So why would you stifle it? Unless you just wanted the whole world to explode there, Joe. Right? So a lot of it seems to me, Joe, is that you have chips and programs to make it look a certain way so you get off scot-free, so you can get away with taking an idea from Brian or me or Jay or Greg or, that side of the family that once worked hard to achieve something, and you guys decided to destroy it. So, just to be a part of the crowd. So I hope one day you guys evolve past that. And like I said, I'll give the military out here and the police permission. They can bash me because they have a little bit more information. I don't know what happened completely, but they can bash me and I'll help them, because we're having fun, we're relaxing and kind of seeing what's going on, and they get to collect their pensions a little bit early retirement. See, they worked hard, they earned it. So people in Florida did, some of those other people who know CIA and the vets. So hey, just let them work their thing, because it's slowly coming together, and maybe little Quinwan and some of those people will eventually tell the truth about what really happened, and then things will clear up. But the more and more some of you older men continue to hold them hostage and tell them to lie for your control mechanism, really, it's kind of getting old. It was an old scheme then, it's an old scheme now.